The Todd Shapiro Show.
Time to hit the button!
On Canada Talks, SiriusXM 167.
This is really sweet. We have Lori. Lori, I just want to make sure I'm saying your last name correctly.
Hi, Todd. How are you?
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you,
I
too.
never know. Is it Culum?
It's Culum, actually.
Culum.
It's a Serbian last name, so there's actually an accent over the C, and that makes a ch sound. So
Culum.
it's Culum.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is great. We've known each other for a few years now.
We have.
Through the Road Hockey to Conquer Cancer.
That's right.
The Scotiabank Road Hockey to Conquer Cancer.
That's right.
For the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. And Lori, because everyone's always socializing and everything's going on, events and all this. So you really have like nice 10, 12-minute sit-downs with people.
Yes.
And I still don't, why did you get involved in the first place?
Well, I used to do the walk for years. And then Steve Merker at Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation actually was talking to me about this exciting event called Road Hockey to Conquer Cancer coming up. And I thought, oh, wow, you know what? I'm going to volunteer because I thought it's an all-male event, right? I just assumed road hockey has to be all male. So I volunteered for the first few years, and occasionally I'd see a female walk in and register and play out there. And I thought, as the years went by, I thought, you know what, I really need to start an all-women's team because there's just not enough women out here right now. And
we got to get the ladies representing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's what I did. I started a team with 12 women called Pirates of the Caribbean.
You guys are great.
It was so much fun. Each person that I would approach, they say, Lori, I've never held a hockey stick. I've never played road hockey. How can you expect me to join your team? And I'd say, you don't need to know how to play. Trust me, at this event, you get placed as to where you want to be placed. So if you want to be in a competitive league, you want to be, more of just a casual, kind of just fun, have a good time type area. They fit you where you want to be in it. So we decided, you know what, let's really try to get an all-women's division started because I want to play against women because we one year we did play against some men and, it was fun and everything. But we thought, you know what, we need to we need to start a women's division for this. So.
And how many at this point now, Lori? How many women approximately do we have participating in this beautiful day on September 28th?
Yeah,
or others?
There's about 7 teams that participate right now.
So we're at about 70-ish, 80-ish.
We need more.
We need more.
We need more. And you know what? Majority of, like I said, people on my team. The first year I had one team. The second year I inspired one of my friends to start a second all-women's team. The third year we have an all-males team. So we've over 3 years, we've raised over $90,000 with our teams.
It's the greatest.
Yeah, so it's very cool. But we want more women out there playing with us.
Yeah.
You know what? Our Pirates of the Caribbean team have raised the most for the last 2 years for an all-women's division.
Wow.
And I want to challenge women out there to come join us. And I want someone to try to take that away from us. We're gonna go. We want some more competition out there. And, we're not really about winning the game out there on game day, but we're about winning the fight against cancer, and that's where we put our efforts into fundraising. And we've been so blessed to have so many amazing supporters, family and friends that have stuck by us for years to give us beautiful donations. And it's really not hard to raise the $10,000 as a team because
it's like $800 to $1,000 each,
Absolutely.
Come on.
And then you know what? You throw a garage sale in there too.
Oh, that's smart.
You get creative. One of our players has a cottage, so we do a weekend cottage giveaway. So you get entered into a draw for a donation.
Wow.
There's so many things that you can do to be creative. The first year I gave my players a lot of incentives personally to draw them in. And we had practices, and we had, women love to socialize, right? So we had lots of little get-togethers at my house, barbecues and things like that. And we actually practiced, and we learned how to hold a stick. And it was a lot of fun. So there's a lot of things that you can do to be creative to raise money. But if you just ask, it's really simple. Like I always say, just send out, to your friends and family an email. Make sure you include your link to your personal page. Tell everybody that comes to your personal page, why are you doing this? Why is this important to you? And it's much easier than people think. It really is.
Why are you doing this, and why is it important to you,
Oh,
Lori?
I've had too many friends and family members impacted by cancer. And when you hear the stat, 1 out of 2 people are going to be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime, that's a very intimidating, scary statistic to hear. So that's why I'm getting involved. You know, we have Princess Margaret Cancer Center, one of the top 5 cancer research, foundations in this country. We are so blessed to be able to participate in things like this, so we can kind of expedite the process of trying to find, new ways of diagnosing people earlier, and new technology to, help treat and give people better quality of life, essentially, to live with cancer versus, have to suffer. And, the chemotherapy and radiation and all those things. I've seen many family and friends go through it, and it's a very tough thing to go through. So, you know what? If we can make living with cancer better for people out there, and Princess Margaret's doing that. So, you know what? We just have to keep helping them push forward, and we'll get there together.
I couldn't agree more. It's and it's a never-ending fight, unfortunately, but one that they're making great strides in. And everyone knows now, because I've been doing it for 4 years, Lori, and we've been very fortunate to have listeners give us money, and friends and family give us money for the cause, and it's the one thing, and I always remind people of this, and I don't mind reminding people of this, that I think it's okay to take a lot of pleasure from knowing that you're donating your hard-earned work, your money that you work for,
absolutely,
to give back, and I think people sometimes are uncomfortable with charity, meaning, can I talk about it? Can I tell my friends? Can I? And I always say to people, don't worry about not needing to, like if you're a multi-billionaire, you don't necessarily need to say that you gave $6 million to this thing.
Right.
But if you tell your friends, hey, I gave $60, and that really made a difference to my buddy. And by the way, the raising, like they're trying to each get $800 or $1,000 each to get that 10 grand. Someone else might want to give $50, $60 and say,
Yep.
felt good knowing, we're helping out. And I think it's okay to feel good knowing you're helping out, because one day, what's going to end up happening? Someone's going to feel good about helping out, probably you, because, there's
That's
always
it.
something that happens.
That's it. Actually, Todd, so many people say to me, I'm not good at fundraising. And I'll say, are you kidding me? All you have to do is ask. That's it. You
Pretty
just
easy.
have to ask.
Yeah.
And someone may say no, that's okay,
It's all right.
but you'll never know unless you ask. And do you know how many people actually say to me, thank you for telling me that you're doing this, and thank you for doing what you're doing? Because a lot of people out there don't have necessarily the time to get involved in these types of things,
Yeah.
but they're so happy to be a part of it by donating. So all you have to do is ask.
You're right. You're right. And it's that simple. And for guys who look like me, you're used to people saying no anyway. Like you're used to that. I'm used to that my whole life. I was amazed my wife said yeah.
Oh, come on.
It's a wonderful day, September 28th at Woodbine and
Yes.
Woodbine Racetrack, the Scotiabank to Road Hockey to Conquer Cancer, here with Lori Culum. And Tell us maybe, and I've described it many times, but in your words about that day, what that day feels
wow.
like.
Well, that day is an incredible day. It's an emotional day. You're on a high all day because you've worked hard all year. From the most of the time, I'd say majority of teams sign right back up again because they get such an incredible
You get a natural high, sort of.
a natural high on that day that they sign up right there on the day, and they're looking so forward to coming back into it, and when you're there early in the morning, you walk through the gates, and you're into that whole area with pads everywhere. You've got your sponsors out there supporting us. I mean, we huge amount of sponsors too. I mean, you've got a list of sponsors. And by the way, I'll mention the website. It's teamuptoconquercancer.ca. You can go check out that website. You can register right online. And I want to put something out there, Todd, right now, if I can, to the women out there, to all the women that are sitting there thinking, this sounds like a good idea, but I don't know whether I should do it or not. I will personally pay for half your registration fee for your team. And also, if you make $10,000, the required $10,000, I will give your team an extra $500 donation. So this is to all the women's teams out there, all the new women's teams out there. You just need a captain to get started. You have time. You have until September to rally up your 8 to 12 players and get going on your fundraising. This is a sweet offer, and trust me, you will really, really be happy that you've done it, because like Todd said, on game day, the energy level that is there, the experience is incredible, and you will be so happy that you've done it. So if you have any questions, you can always go to the website. Once again, it's teamuptoconquercancer.ca. You can send in any questions, and if you want to speak to me directly, you can ask, and I can share any and all my experiences over the last essentially 8 of 9 years. The 1 year I wasn't there is because my dad passed away from cancer that month.
Oh, geez.
So that was the only reason why I didn't attend there. But I have a wealth of knowledge with this event. I have so many beautiful experiences. So I'm really happy to share that with anybody that wants more information as well.
Lori Chillum, that's so kind of you. Wonderful to know. And we'll make sure we connect you with all the ladies. Get the ladies to a part of it. Thank you so much for coming in today. And I'm so sorry just because I got a quick time up. But
there's an under 18 this year as well.
Okay.
So kids can get involved.
Very cool.
Up to $2,000 the kids teams have to raise. So go to the website
again. I didn't know that. That's good to know. I'll start sharing that info too. That's very cool. I'll get my little 3-year-old sharpening his elbows for the big day. You know what I'm saying? Lori, thank you, and thank you to everyone at the Scotiabank for the Road Hockey to Conquer Cancer, for the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. Teamuptoconquercancer.ca.
This is the Todd Shapiro Show on Canada Talks, SiriusXM 167.